How are you doing, guys? It's Luke here for SimBoxx. We're down at the launch press conference ahead of Jack Catterall versus Harlem Eubank. On the undercard is a fantastic domestic dust-up between Aqib Fiaz and Michael Gomez Jr. Delighted to be joined by Michael now. Michael, how's things?
Not bad, mate. Not bad. Yourself?
Yeah, really good, thanks. So obviously this fight's coming hot on the heels of the loss to Bellotti. You've jumped right back in with another big domestic opponent. Take us through the thought process of that and not taking an easy comeback fight as some people might.
Last time out, mate. I think it's. I think everyone that's ever seen me over my career will see I just didn't turn up on the night. Why? Honestly, mate, I don't know. I just didn't turn up. A few things, just I don't know. I just didn't turn up, mate. And then, it was simple. Do I want to come back, fight a few journeyman? Feel great about myself and never know the answers why I didn't turn up, or jump straight back into a big fight, get a win, and all of a sudden it sweeps into the carpet and we carry on. Then it goes down as a one bad night, doesn't it? If not, and it's another bad night, then you're just done at this level. And if that's the case, mate, then it's not. Then I'm not gonna lower myself and go back down to smaller shows. Not there's anything wrong with that, mate, but I believe I'm past that. So if that's where my career would be, it'd be the end of my career. Simple as that.
So how long after the loss to Bellotti did it take you to get to this mindset of let's find out, let's go again, let's see if it's still there?
I was pissed off from the off, mate, because I don't know what. I don't know, mate. Just didn't turn up, mate. There was no nerves, mate. There was no adrenaline. There was nothing. Obviously, prior to that, the fight obviously got pulled due to illness, so that probably didn't help, mate. So I was flat as a pancake. But that's not an excuse, mate. That's not good. Even on this level, if you turn up and you ain't at your best, you get beat. Simple as that. And that's why I said to them, when we spoke to my team, throw me back in the big fight and let's see. If it was a bad night and I turn up on the best me, I win this fight, we move on. I don't. That's that, innit? Simple as that, mate. That's as simple as I see it.
Absolutely. No. With Aqib Fiaz, we've seen this fight is kind of materialised through social media over recent weeks. There's been a lot of questions about weight, back and forth and whatnot. For the people that are not quite up with it, Mike, from your point of view...
the fight got made at 9 stone 4 as a final eliminator. As an eliminator, I know it's final eliminator, so I eliminated for a British title. It was agreed 4 days later, I got told he can't make weight. Back and forward, then it's been made at a weight. It's just, I leave it down to my manager, mate. That's not to do with me. It was made at 9-4, was eliminated, then it got changed to something else. Now it's at a different weight.
So is this a catch weight?
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, is that what you want? Yeah, catch weight, yeah.
So you can kind of take from your demeanour there, Michael, that it's just a matter of you just kind of want to get in there and fight. You kind of take the weight as what it is.
Listen, it was made at a weight that I fight at, and I thought he fought at, but for whatever reason, he obviously said he can't make it anymore. He can't make it anymore. That's just how it is. And then, they got made at a weight that they're happy with. I'm happy with.
Absolutely. Now, there always seems to be a side to these domestic clashes when yourself is involved. It brings out a spicy side to you, a feisty side. Is that something you need to get you up for these bigger domestic clashes?
That could be one of the things that last time. I probably wasn't as involved and as, but that's because we had it all before the first time. So, it's hard when you. Reese probably was probably thinking the same as me. You know what I mean? When you see someone twice, we didn't fight. So yeah, maybe this could be. Get me back on top, go back out there, show what I'm about again, carry on. 12 months ago, would this fight have happened on the form I was on? Probably not. Off one bad night, all of a sudden you finish. That's sport, though. That's the great thing about sport. You have one bad night, and then you get rid off. Then you come back, you win, and all of a sudden you're back on top again. So we're going to find out on the 5th of July whether it's the end or just a blip.
So, in taking that into context, would you consider this fight a must-win? Maybe even must-win for you both, considering that you both had losses last time.
I don't care about how he, his career is his career, mate. It's not. I hope.
Do you consider it must win for yourself?
When I beat him, I hope he carries on, comes back, mate. Because even though we're fighting, I want everyone from Manchester to do well, mate. Like that's, I was born into Manchester boxing, and so when I'm finished, I hope everyone in Manchester boxing carries on, mate. Yeah. But for me, in terms of my career, if I lose this fight, mate, I'm finished because 2 defeats in a row at this level, you end up back down, don't you? And I ain't gonna lie to you, mate. Getting ready for 4-6 rounds on small shows to try and spend 12-18 months to build myself back up isn't a part of my plans, mate. So no, win this or that's it.
Yeah, absolutely. So now on a higher note to finish, obviously this fight is going to be at the AO Arena, the Manchester Arena. The MEN is us from Manchester know it. Last time here, Kane Baker, arguably the win of your career with that stoppage. Good memories.
Shot of my career, yeah, mate. Yes, and I'm a pro debut. I think I've had 4 fights, 4 wins, 2 or 3 knockouts. I'm not sure.
Yeah, because obviously we've got that new co-op arena now, but this still feels like the home of Northwest Manchester boxing.
This is where I grew up around boxing. This is what I know. So yeah, listen, we're here. It doesn't matter where it is it? But it's good to be here because it's a Manchester derby in Manchester here. Perfect. What more can you ask for?
Absolutely, Michael. And just before I let you go, just a quick word on the main event that night. Jack Catterall against Harlem Eubank. An announcement that took people by surprise, maybe. But what's your thoughts on that fight?
I haven't got. Honestly, I haven't got. Obviously I like Jack. I'm a fan of Jack. I think he's a quality fighter. I've not seen enough of Harlem to make an. You know what I mean? I'm not one of these people that just go with the flow and jump on the crowd and start saying, yeah, he's going to win. If I don't know enough on the fight, I won't. I don't like these people that sit on the sofa, mate, and make them comments on fights and they don't really know much. It pisses me off, so I'll never be one of them people, mate. Honestly, I've not seen enough of him. I know he beat the Irish fella in his last fight.
McKenna.
Yeah, and stopped him, and he's an hard man, so it must be good, you know, and this is the fight they want to make. So yeah, listen, so I hope Jack wins because he fights in Manchester, and you know, like I say, I'm a fan of Manchester boxing, but who wins? If you're asking me to put my life on it, I'd have to say Jack because I don't know enough of the other guy.
And if Michael is always as open, as honest as ever, I appreciate your time as always. Thanks for speaking to SimBoxx. I'm sure we'll catch up again soon.
Thank you very much.